On October 30th, 1961, humanity unleashed its most terrifying creation. The Soviet Union detonated the Tsar Bomba, a thermonuclear weapon of unimaginable power. The world trembled. This monstrous device, a three-stage hydrogen bomb, dwarfed all previous explosions. It was a display of raw destructive force, a chilling testament to our capacity for self-destruction. The Tsar Bomba's yield was 50 megatons. That's 50 million tons of TNT. It was thousands of times more powerful than the bombs that leveled Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The blast was felt thousands of miles away. Windows shattered in Norway and Finland. The seismic shockwave circled the Earth 3 times. This was not just an explosion. It was a scar on our planet, a reminder of our potential to unleash unimaginable chaos. The Tsar Bomba was more than a weapon. It was a statement. This test, conducted over the Novaya Zemlya archipelago, sent a message to the world. The Soviet Union was a superpower, capable of obliterating entire cities in a flash. But the Tsar Bomba's legacy extends beyond its raw power. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence. In the face of such devastating potential, we must confront the consequences of our actions and strive for a future free from the threat of nuclear annihilation. To understand the Tsar Bomba, we must journey back to the Cold War. It was a time of immense tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. Both superpowers possessed nuclear arsenals, each capable of wiping out millions of lives. Fear and paranoia gripped the world. The Cold War was a complex tapestry of events. It was a clash of ideologies, capitalism versus communism. It was a race for technological superiority, from space exploration to weapons development. In the 1950s, a period of de-Stalinization began in the Soviet Union. The gulags were closed and the purges ended. The Korean War drew to a close. There was a brief thaw in relations between the superpowers. In 1958, the USSR declared a moratorium on nuclear testing. The US followed suit. However, this fragile peace was short-lived. The U-2 incident of 1960, where a US spy plane was shot down over Soviet territory, reignited tensions. Then came the Cuban Missile Crisis, bringing the world to the brink of nuclear war. The Tsar Bomba was born from this climate of fear and mistrust. It was a symbol of Soviet might, a physical manifestation of their determination to match and surpass the US in the nuclear arms race. In 1959, Khrushchev visited the United States. Khrushchev boldly predicted that the Soviet Union would achieve communism by 1980. He believed that the Soviet system was superior and that the world would inevitably embrace it. However, behind this facade of diplomacy, Khrushchev was determined to assert Soviet dominance. The development of the Tsar Bomba was a key part of this strategy. Khrushchev wanted to show the world that the Soviet Union was a force to be reckoned with. The Tsar Bomba project was shrouded in secrecy. They faced immense pressure to create a weapon of unprecedented power, a weapon that would shock and awe the world. The Tsar Bomba was a 3-stage thermonuclear weapon. It was a technological marvel, a testament to the ingenuity of the Soviet scientists who created it. But it was also a monstrous creation, capable of inflicting unimaginable destruction. The bomb was enormous, weighing over 27 tons and measuring over 26 feet long. It was so large that it had to be carried by a specially modified Tu-95 bomber. Even then, the bomb's massive size and weight severely limited the bomber's range. On the morning of October 30th, 1961, the Tu-95 bomber took off from an airfield on the Kola Peninsula, carrying the Tsar Bomba in its belly. The target was Novaya Zemlya, a remote archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. A second Tu-16 bomber flew alongside, equipped with cameras to record the event. The world held its breath. At 11:32 a.m. local time, the Tsar Bomba was released from the bomber. It fell for several minutes before detonating at an altitude of 4,000 meters above the ground. The world had never seen anything like it. The Tsar Bomba's detonation was a pivotal moment in human history. It was a stark reminder of our capacity for self-destruction. The blast wave circled the globe 3 times. The mushroom cloud soared 40 miles high, visible for hundreds of miles. The heat from the explosion could have caused third-degree burns at a distance of 62 miles. The immediate impact was devastating. Buildings were leveled within a 35-kilometer radius. A village 55 kilometers from ground zero was completely destroyed. The effects of the blast were felt as far away as Finland and Norway, where windows were shattered and buildings damaged. But the Tsar Bomba's legacy extends far beyond the immediate devastation. The long-term environmental and health consequences were significant. Radioactive fallout from the explosion spread across the region, contaminating the soil and water. There are concerns about increased cancer rates among those living in the affected areas. The Tsar Bomba test sent shockwaves through the international community. Andrei Sakharov, the bomb's designer, was deeply troubled by the weapon he had created. The Tsar Bomba's detonation played a significant role in the signing of the Limited Test Ban Treaty in 1963, which prohibited nuclear weapon tests in the atmosphere, outer space, and underwater. However, the threat of nuclear war remains a very real danger in the 21st century. The Tsar Bomba stands as a chilling reminder of what is at stake.